as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Sims. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fielded it. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Play action this time with Love. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Eric Armstead gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
3rd down.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Packers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
To Devontae Adams.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
He was tackled.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Love now on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good little scheme going.
He'll get this to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Eric Armstead brought him down. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 14. Packers nothing.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
First down going to the air with Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Niners' 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw on 2nd down, Sims completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Off play action, Sims. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
For the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 14-yard line.
Chubb on the counter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2nd down. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Sam Sloman.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating that.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Again, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A second down throw for Love. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing on first down. Sims. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Second and 10.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Sims. Throw left side complete. That's Briggs. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with Hulu.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as... Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Green Bay.
Here we go. Undercut. Check 49.
Love looking to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Pass. Complete.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Love. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Open man is Ayuk, complete. Touchdown, 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Niners 45, Packers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Back to throw. Tate, and that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You got nothing to run.
Throwing again. Michaels steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Michaels. That one complete to Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Michaels to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Hey, watch the slant. 40.
Operating from the gun. Michaels flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Tate, the left side completion to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, 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 check.
From the gun, Tate. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw on 2nd down. Tate, quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Number 80.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
This is 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Tate. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Exit. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Rip right.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Is a turnover on down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd and 2, Michaels got his man complete over the middle. It's Briggs. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the gun, Michaels, and going deep for Hill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking deep for Adams. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
It's third down. And less than a yard.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The Packers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Tate, and that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
There we go. 60 Eagles. Switch up. Check it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Tate making the catch is Sternberger. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Watch the whip.
On 4th down, Tate. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. McFarland running out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Kevin King with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
By the Packers.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On 1st and 10, Tate. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing.
It got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Number 80.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
52. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Watch the curve.
Looking to throw. Tate. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, partner, I got to tell you.